Hi, so far we used Aircrack Suite and Fern Wi-Fi Cracker to break web encrypted networks. In this video, I would like to discuss about other utilities that will help us crack WPA or WPA version 2 pre-shared keys. The first utility is called Wifite, and if you are using the VirtualBox image, the utility is already available in Kali Linux. If you're using the Raspberry Pi image like I am in this video, you will need to install it. As the Raspberry Pi image is smaller in size than the VirtualBox image, some utilities are not available by default in this image, so we will need to manually install them. However, this is a straightforward process. Let me open a web browser and search for Wifite and GitHub, as Wifite is currently available from GitHub. Let's click the Wifite GitHub link, and if we scroll to the execution section, we can find the necessary steps to install Wifite. First, we need to download the utility from GitHub. Wifite consists of a Python script only and is using Aircrack Suite and other Kali Linux utilities in the background. Let's copy this command and run it in our Raspberry Pi machine. This will download the Wifite Python script from GitHub. The next step is to give execution permissions to the script so we will be able to run it. And this can be done by using the change mode command along with +x parameter, which gives the script the execution permission and the script name wifite.py. And finally, we run the script by simply using its name. First time I will run it with the -help option in order to see what are the available options. Wifite can be used to crack web, WPA, WPA version 2 and even WPS protected networks. It also saves the cracked PS keys to a file so you will be able to retrieve it later. Regarding WPA or WPA2, these are the options that we will use. WPA, in order for Wifite to display only WPA or WPA2 available networks, as we're not interested in web networks at this time. The crack option will specify that we want to crack the WPA PS key. However, there is a bug in this version of Wifite, at least the one running on the Raspberry Pi, and we will see how to get over this issue later. Another option is dict, which will specify a dictionary file to use in order to crack the PS key. And the last option will be Aircrack, that will instruct Wifite to use the Aircrack suite in order to verify the captured handshake. Other options that can be used are Tshark, which is a command line utility similar to Wireshark, and by the way, Wifite requires Tshark to be installed in order to run successfully. If Tshark is not available in your Kali Linux installation, this can be very easily installed by using the apt-get install tshark command. Another option that can be used is Cowpatty, which is another utility that can be used to crack the PS key. We will use Cowpatty later in this video, so if it's not available in your system, you will need to use apt-get install Cowpatty command in order to install it. There are options available for web encrypted networks and for WPS in case you want to crack those. In this video, we will try cracking the wireless lab network, which uses WPA encryption. Let me access my router's interface and see the password that we used as a private share key. The Aaronitic keyword is found in the dictionary file. The condition to successfully crack the PS key is that the key needs to be found in the dictionary file, otherwise the attack will fail. Let's get back to our PuTTY window and launch the Wifite application with the following options. Aircrack to instruct Wifite to use the Aircrack suite. Crack to instruct Wifite to try to crack the PS key or private share key. And finally, dict, which will specify the dictionary file that we want to use. We will use the same dictionary file as before, the one that contains our PS key. Wifite will start and we can see that WPA cracking is enabled, and we can also see the WPA dictionary file that we specified. After a few moments, we can see a list of available networks. All these networks are using either WPA or WPA2 encryption, as we specify that we only want these networks to be displayed. We can see the channel that each network is using, the encryption type, the signal power. The WPS column will be available if that specific network is using WPS, otherwise no is displayed, and the client column will display client in case there are clients connected to the specific network, otherwise that column will be empty. The wireless network that we are interested in is Wireless Lab. We can see that this is using WPA2 encryption and no WPS is available, as the DDWRT firmware that I'm using on this router does not provide WPS capabilities. So in my case, I will choose the network number 2. In background, Wifite performs the same steps that we performed when we cracked the network by using the aircrack tools. So the Wifite will try to deauthenticate the connected clients and capture the 4-way handshake. The handshake has been captured successfully and Wifite will start cracking the PS key. And here comes in the bug that I talk about. Immediately Wifite displays a message that the passphrase is not available in the dictionary files. We know that it is available because the PS key can be found at the beginning of the file. In order to crack the PS key, we will use another utility, Cowpatty. Cowpatty is a specific utility for this, to crack PS keys. Let me run Cowpatty without any parameters for the first time in order to see the available options. We will use -f to specify a dictionary file used to crack the PS key. -r will specify the packet capture file that contains the 4-way handshake, the file that was generated earlier with Wifite. And finally, -s option, which will supply our wireless network SSID. So I will use Cowpatty -f followed by the dictionary file located in the user share dict folder and its name is words. Then we will use -r option to specify the capture file created earlier with Wifite and saved into the HS folder. And finally the -s parameter, which specifies our wireless network SSID, in our case Wireless Lab. And in just a couple of milliseconds, Cowpatty is able to crack the PS key, as these can be found at the beginning of the dictionary file. So in this video we use the Wifite utility to crack the WPA2 encrypted network. An error that occurs during the cracking process has forced us to use another utility called Cowpatty to do the actual cracking job. The good part is that we managed to crack the PS key and we saw how to use both these utilities. While Cowpatty can be used only in the cracking process, Wifite offers a great interface to command line utilities like aircrack. Wifite can be used to crack web, WPA, WPA version 2 and WPS networks and is very easy to use. Thanks for watching.